Hi, this is Venus Damalo with a special message for Edgar Wright. You're welcome. No problem at all. It was almost a pleasure to be there. Baby Driver, directed by Edgar Wright, starring Ansel Elgort, Lily James, and Kevin Spacey. I didn't really like it. I really wanted to like it. I didn't like the trailer, though. I was dreading coming in because I was so underwhelmed by the trailer, and the movie ended up being fairly generic. I don't watch a whole lot of action movies. I've never seen Fast and the Furious, at least not in the past 10 years. I saw the second one, Too Fast, a couple times when I was a kid, but nothing seriously, nothing recently. So I don't really know car stunts that well. I know nothing about actual cars. I have no interest in actual cars. I wish I didn't have to have one. So there wasn't a whole lot this movie had going for it to draw me in. Just the cast. And you put Kevin Spacey in a villain role and I'll go see it. It said, having never seen The Usual Suspects, I guess. So first of all, Ansel Elgort was really good. He sold me in the first few minutes just with his pantomiming along with the songs, and I like that. And Kevin Spacey was really, really, really good because he's Kevin Spacey. He did his Kevin Spacey shtick, and it's that's the reason why House of Cards has 5 seasons. It was everyone else involved. Lily James was cute, but she didn't really do anything. Jamie Foxx, I should honestly hold off on Jamie Foxx for a second because I got things to say. But Lily James' whole thing was that she was just a love interest. But that was where the movie really started to drag out. It wasn't funny. It wasn't entertaining in any way. It was just, let's just get through these scenes so that we have justification for what happens at the end. And it's they're hot people. We know that they're attracted to each other. You don't have to play around with it, you know? And I like how in Hollywood, all girls don't have a boyfriend when you first meet them. That ever happens. I thought John Hamm was really good too. John Hamm, he was one of many villains that this movie had and had trouble narrowing down. But Jamie Foxx, I don't like Jamie Foxx. I don't see everyone's opinion of him. John Bernthal was in the first half hour of this movie being almost exactly what Jamie Foxx was doing. To the point, why couldn't that have just been Jamie Foxx the whole time? Or why couldn't it have been John Bernthal the whole time? Either way, I would have preferred, but they have this line where he doesn't work with the same crew twice, even though he has no problem working with John Hamm and his wife at the same time over and over again. And Baby's always there. Oh, and Baby's not even his real name. So this whole movie that I had a problem with based on the stupid name of it was so stupid. The whole name of it, it's so stupid. I probably would have given it a lot more points had all of the actors and settings been British. But if you don't have that, I don't care as much. I'm not as interested in seeing stuff about America because all I got to do is look out my window and there's America. Always there, mocking me. What is that? Is that sunlight? But I've seen Jamie Foxx act. I've seen him do stand-up. I've heard him sing. And not one of those things does he do very well. Django Unchained is probably my least favorite Tarantino movie just because the movie centers around Jamie Foxx. It could have been anybody. You could have picked any black guy, and he could have done just as well, if not better, than Jamie Foxx. If Django Unchained had Michael B. Jordan, I'd have been over the moon. But as it stands now, Django Unchained ends when King Schultz dies. Once that happens, I just shut the movie off and move on. Save myself an extra 20 minutes or however long. Although I do get to miss the part where Tarantino's playing an Australian guy or something. I knew I was going to have a problem with Jamie Foxx's character when he was I'm the one with the mental issues around here. And it's oh, great, one of these people. People who have to threaten people with their mental illnesses. And guess what? If you kill someone without even thinking about it for very long, that's not being crazy. That's called being stupid. And the relationship between Baby and Deborah, it seemed like the kind of relation that starts off really passionately and then fizzles out. How I assume Baby's mother's relationship was going with his father when they were dying because they got into a car accident because they were shouting at each other. Seems like a red flag in the movie saying, hey, don't get too invested in these characters because this is probably what it's going to happen in the long run. But in the positive side, I really liked all the musical integration into it, how what he was hearing was what we were hearing. And so his reactions to the soundtrack were part of the whole experience for everybody. I like that. I think I've mentioned that before on my channel, but I don't. I know that you have never seen any of my other videos, so here's an introduction to me. I like it when characters hear the same music I do. But that said, the whole movie is basically like the top post from our I Am Very Badass. It's like John Bernthal is very badass. John Hamm is very badass. His girlfriend is very badass. Jamie Foxx just following suit. The action was cool. Like I said, I don't watch a whole lot of car stuff, so I don't know how inventive it was, but I thought a lot of it was pretty neat. It was just not enough of it. It wasn't funny enough. It was just dragging me through fucking Baby and Deborah and listening to songs that I don't know or like, really. Like, I mean, musical integration is one thing, but it's way better if I actually know or like the songs that are being integrated. Oh well, so that's about it. I'm going to leave it there. Bye.